But I thought this contract was interesting. On the surface, it seems like a very good deal for the Patriots.
Definitely.
'Cause, I mean, once this kicks in next year, David Andrews will be the 14th highest paid center in the NFL. And while he's no superstar or anything, I mean, there's even been some rumblings about his play this season. Some fans weren't too happy with him. I think that was kind of nitpicking.
Yeah.
I think he had a pretty strong season overall. But if you can have a guy who's going to anchor one of the better offensive lines, and he's the 14th highest paid guy at his position, that looks like a pretty good deal for the team.
Yeah, I've seen the word mediocre thrown around with Andrews, but I think that's kind of in comparison to the rest of his teammates, really. You could make the case that either him or Tooney were kind of the weak spots on the line, but that line won a Super Bowl. That line was
very good.
Yeah, and LeGarrette Blount ran for over 1,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. Tom Brady stayed healthy all season, was protected pretty well. One thing on the extension that I did think was interesting was that Joe Banner, who used to be president and CEO, Browns, Eagles, now works for ESPN, called the extension horrible, which
I think he
immediately
said absolutely horrible.
Absolutely horrible, which Patriots fans immediately jumped on him, thinking that he meant that they had overpaid David Andrews.
Yep.
And then because his wording was kind of unclear.
Yeah, it was over 2 tweets, and it was
he said that's an absolutely horrible contract for this player, which to me that immediately sounded even to me that for this player, so that's a terrible contract given to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then he had some snide comment about if you somehow didn't understand I was talking about, that's a bad deal for Andrews. Yeah, I mean, it's not a great deal because Andrews was set to be a restricted free agent. And that means that if they wanted to give him a first-round tender, which they probably wouldn't have, that would have been nearly $4 million in 2018.